Hey there everybody, this is Silent Myst and welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft, or rather, welcome back to the Chronicles. I have returned from PAX, unfortunately. Oh, it was such a fun time. Post-convention depression. Just kidding, though. I really wouldn't say it's depression, but oh, it was so fantastic. Fantastic isn't even like a good word to describe it, but I'm finally back into recording, or into a recording, in a recording mood. And in this part, well, we're going to be doing something quite different than normal. As you notice, I kind of have everything to my name in my inventory. This is because, well, I'm moving. Not everyone, but I'm moving. So I've got, like, the great majority of my obsidian collection, my really good pickaxes. I don't know what happened to my really good sword, and you might be wondering, WTF is this? I was, exploring some of the older places, and apparently someone had harvested some ice blocks with the Silk Touch pick before it was, removed. So, yeah, that's really nice. So I got my diamond, all of my iron and gold and whatnot, some seeds, 2 diamond. I should replace something with those 2 diamond, but whatever. So we are going to be leaving. I don't really know where I'm going, so this episode's mainly going to be me exploring the world while talking because, oh god, I have so much to talk about. So I guess one could say, say this is all Flab-esque. Not that I really want to rip that off, but it is in a way because alls we're going to be doing is gonna be some travelings. Oh god, where's my boat? Where did my boat go? No! Boat, come back! Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, swim! Swim faster! Okay. Oh, that was scary. So now we're gonna just head on out. So I have dynamic map loaded up, so I know which way I'm going, and it would seem that I'm almost going in the right direction, or the way that I'd like to go. So, over there we actually got, like, my little cannon test facility. Nothing... Well, something special because, well, it's a cannon test facility. That's where I tested out my piston cannon design for our siege. But such a thing is completely a stupid fact of sorts. So yeah, I brought all of this stuff with me. We're gonna go out. My goal is to go find an island far, far away. So, well, I hope I can find one. It'd be fantastic if I could. Oh god, but while we're exploring the ocean, I'd like to talk about what happened at PAX and Anime Boston. So, let's start with day 1, the first day. Oh, it was a fantastic day. Like, just to give you a brief overview of this weekend, last weekend, I did a ton of walking. Like, I was exhausted on the first half of the first day that I spent at PAX. After that, it was just like, okay, I'm no longer gonna give a crap about how tired I am. I'm just gonna keep walking forward. So, while we were there, I met quite a few people. I met Water Exodus and Atma in person. They're some pretty cool people. Got a picture of them. I don't know what I'll do with that, but yeah, it was a fantastic picture and whatnot. Oh god, I don't want to say left and right, although I'm already getting thirsty. Good thing I got a savory glass of water. Delicious. But yeah, starting with day 1, we got there, massive crowds. Massive crowds isn't even a good way to say what it is, because to give you a rough ballpark of how many people were there in total, there were probably 85,000 people there over the 3 days, maybe even more. There were like, I believe the official count was 75,000 by the second day, and yeah, it was ridiculous. No allergies, you shall not get the best of me. So actually, if we just follow this, then we can get around this really, really nice looking place. This is a gigantic mountain. But yes, day 1, let's start from day 1 like I've been trying to do. Day 1 we got there, I waited in this crowd of probably 20,000 people. Wouldn't surprise me if I'm exaggerating that because it definitely did feel a lot more. But let's just say take the largest building complex that you know, and then triple it, and then that's like, well, no, I can't say triple it. That's the size of like the convention center. But take the largest place that you know, or take a very large room. Like, take your house and then multiply its dimensions by. No, I can't even think of a good way. Just take a like 500 by 500 square foot room, and I hate that I'm using feet. Take a 200 by 200 meter room and then fill it completely with people and then have gigantic lines going out. That is what the waiting was like to get into the convention center. I learned one thing important, and that is to not go to a convention early if it's a super popular convention, because a lot of people will think, you know what? Crap, I think I'm actually I think I'm in a place that I don't want to be. Looking at the map, this is just a big little ocean. And I don't want to like cross over land, although that might actually turn into what we have to do, because yeah, it's either cross over land or go all the way around. I'm just gonna cross over land and then do whatnot and stuff, so let's just go forward. So yeah, if you're wondering why I want to make a base by myself, it's not because I want to go like kill everyone at the same time. Oh, excuse me. But pretty much, I just don't want to be held responsible for other people's stupidity. Pretty much, if someone dies in my faction, I don't want to be affected by that. I only want to be affected by my deaths in my faction, so everything that happens will be my responsibility. So, therefore, I've made the decision that I'm going to go really far out of the way, to near the edge of the world, which is like 5,000 blocks away, just so it's terribly obnoxious to get to regardless, and build a small little nation for myself. Of course, I'll be allied with my old Celestials faction, and I'll be my own one, and I'll probably still be enemies with the Nerd Herd, because being enemies with the Nerd Herd is just fun and planned out in such a way. It's planned out in such a way in which we're destined to be at each other's throats. But that is something else. As you see, we're traveling along this nice, delicious world divide. I really hate these. Whenever I see them, I want to like kill babies. No, I seriously want to harm an infant every time I see one of these, because it's just awful. Ugh. But, I'm getting distracted. Yup. Sounds about right. Creeper Day. But back to PAX. What happened on day one? Oh, day one is when I came to the realization that Mareep is like the ultimate Pokemon, and it is now my favorite Pokemon. Sorry, Eevee, you're no longer the favorite, you're just a favorite. Because, well, Mareep is just like god tier and then some when it comes to Pokemon. It's just, ow, what's going, let me out, dang it, please, let me, are you really gonna be this way? Freaking pickaxe being too quick for the server to accept that I'm actually breaking entities. But day one, I learned that Mareep is the ultimate Pokemon, and I now use it in my tournament team because, well, when you have like a team of Ubers and then a Mareep, it's just completely worth it when you get a kill with the Mareep. I got quite a few of them while I was participating in the Pokemon League at PAX. By the way, yes, there was a Pokemon League there. Unfortunately, because I play with an ace card, I was not able to fight a bunch of people because we were all fighting one another with the infrared sensors built into the official game, and I do own the official game, worry not. That game I will not pirate because it is Pokemon. However, as a result of this, I was unable to use the infrared whatchamahoosit, and we could not scale to the to equal levels. Therefore, all fights that we would have had amongst one another would have been terribly unfair, to the point of I wouldn't want to do such a thing because it's just BS in a way. So, because of that, oh crap, let me just dump that for a second, plop that down, go pick up my meat, pick this up because we don't want to be wasteful. I couldn't participate in a bunch of battles. I could only participate in a battle if they had a team of level 100 Pokemon. So with the few battles that I did fight in, my Mareep got a kill in just about every single one, and it is a shiny pink Mareep, and it is just like god tier with its thunderbolts and whatnot. Pretty much, it's maxed out in special attack, has a choice scarf, maxed out in special defense. So. Oh, don't tell me is that a river? I really hope that's a river. But if it gets a hit off, it's probably going to kill the enemy in one shot. That's all that it's meant to do. And when it does, it's just like, oh yeah, victory is mine. However, that being put aside, the Pokemon League, as amazing as it is being put aside, on that day we also went to this concert where a group called Metroid Metal and a group called Proto Men both played. And holy crap, that was amazing. We were there until 2 o'clock in the morning, just like rocking our heads off. Oh, that's like the first time I've ever actually been to a concert. Kind of depressing that it's at a game conference when one were to look at it if they had a life, but hell, I don't have a life, so do I care? Nope. I was just having the time of my life. And on that note, I can easily say, hands down, this weekend at PAX and Anime Boston was the best weekend of my life. Not only did I meet a bunch of people, but it's just the experience that I had. It was so fantastic. I mean, I excuse the swearing, the not raging swearing that is about to go on, but it was fan-fucking-tastic. Like, oh god. Normally, I'm not one to go outside and have a life and everything. However, it was just like, more! Give me more! And eventually, I did get my more. Oh, crap. Well, there goes that. I need to now construct another boat. But, yeah, day one was just absolutely fantastic. And the best part about day one was that it didn't feel like a short day. It felt like a really long day. So by the time that it was over, we weren't like happy that it was over or anything, but it was just like, that was a fulfilling day. So yeah, day one was amazing. Day two, we went to Anime Boston, and first and foremost, I want to get this out. I highly doubt that this message will ever get to this person, but to the person that was cosplaying Emma I from Jigoku Shoujo at Anime Boston, I thank you dearly for letting me take your picture. I mean, granted, if someone were to say no after they cosplayed to a picture, that'd be kind of strange, but pretty much this person like immediately got me over the potential like awkward feeling that I would have had of asking to take someone's picture, because I was just like, hey, can I take your picture? You look pretty great. And then they were like, sure. And I was just like, awesome. So I took a picture, and because I felt all rushed, it was the only like bad picture that I took. Every other one came out clear except for that one. So if somehow that person ever watches this video or the message ever gets to her, thank you very much. You helped me get a ton of amazing pictures, and you did a fantastic job along with, well, no, you did a fantastic job. On that note, a ton of people did a fantastic job. Like, all of the pictures that I took, they were, wow lag, generating some new terrain, I see. But a ton of people did an amazing job of cosplaying and whatnot, because, well, let's just say they did what I would never, I don't have the skills to do. And come on, game, stop lagging. Why do you hate me so much? Minecraft, I am giving you a state-of-the-art computer to run on, and you're running like a pile of crap. What is this madness? You're running on pretty much the best computer out on the market that money can buy, that's reasonably priced, that isn't tens of thousands of dollars, and you're lagging. Come on. But, oh, he's talking about the Mumble server. The Mumble server, on that note, the Mumble server, just as a quick aside, the port of the Mumble server has changed, so if you want to come onto my Mumble server and you're wondering why it's down, I pretty much ordered a server, the server I ordered originally was on a monthly pay sort of thing, so I had to pay the rent every month, and then, yeah, well, it wasn't bad or anything, but I learned that I could pretty much save 50%, half of what I pay if I bought it, rented the server for a year. Damn you, Rain. So I'm now renting the server on a yearly basis, and because of that, they switched IPs and ports. So the IP won't be any different for you guys. You'll still be able to connect to Myst.dyndns.biz. However, the port is going to be different. I actually don't know this off the top of my head, so I can't give it to you right now, but in the future, just like look in the video descriptions and keep an ear out for an update video, because I will definitely have the new port and whatnot all there, even with a tutorial for all of those people who for some reason don't know how to use a Mumble. I think I left a crafting bench behind, whoops. But yeah, it's just one of many things that happened. Where's my wood? There it is. There's my wood. Throw my chests away for a moment, place my wood, place my boat, get in my boat, and now we walk. So back to Anime Boston, day 2 at Anime Boston, day 1 at Anime Boston, day 2 of the weekend. I pretty much was let me start as a recap. It was a failure when it came to planning. A failure isn't even good enough to describe how awful it went when it came to actually executing what we wanted to do. However, I honestly can say that I enjoyed Anime Boston more than I did PAX because, well, to be honest, I see myself as more of someone who enjoys anime than one who enjoys video games. Granted, I probably play more video games than I do anime right now, than I watch anime right now. However, I think that I enjoy watching anime more than I do playing games. Therefore, I was able to blend in with the crowd a lot better than I was with PAX. Or not really blend in, but coexist with the crowd better than I do with PAX. And granted, both of which I think I went into nicely and whatnot, but I honestly felt more at home in Anime Boston. And to be completely honest, going to Anime Boston really changed my perspective as to how I see things for both good and bad. Good being, there are a ton of people out there who have the same interests in me. In my school, I am one of a very small group of people who like anime and will do this kind of crazy stuff, like go to a video game convention, which makes me sad because, well, not really like depressed sad, but this lag is just unbearable. But it makes me sad because there's no one who I can like really talk with in the way that I could with someone at Anime Boston, because, well, we just don't see eye to eye with one another when it comes to these things. So, oh gosh, gotta be careful here. Gotta carefully navigate this area. But yeah, going there was a fantastic experience. And I honestly expected to go there and see like a bunch of guys and almost no women or girls, but to my surprise, the ratio was almost 1-to-1, and actually, I honestly think that more girls went there than guys did, which, where are you all? There is literally no one in my school of the female gender who would go to an anime, well, no, there's one. I take that back. There was one person in my school who is female that would go to an anime convention. Only one. But there were so many there, and so many of them did a fantastic job cosplaying, and so many guys did a fantastic job cosplaying. Next year, I'm definitely going to be cosplaying as something, probably. Maybe not, like, as fantastic as some would have, but some would be. However, others, well, yeah, oh my god, it was absolutely amazing seeing what some of them were cosplaying as. And actually, there's a term that we give to guys who cosplay as Toho characters, and while I was at Anime Boston, I saw quite a few bro-hos, as in Toho, except instead of to, you have bro. So there are a bunch of bro-hos, not like bro-ho as in you're such a hoe, but bro-hos as in, look, bro, you're a Toho. So, yeah, I got a bunch of their pictures. Unfortunately, I couldn't meet Rokuro. As all of you guys know, he's that guy with that awesome voice that you all know and love. Unfortunately, I couldn't find him. I don't know what he looks like. I only know what he sounds like, and I know that he was going. So I was, like, listening for someone with an epic voice, and while I did hear a lot of people with epic voices, I did not hear Rokuro. And excuse the quick little pause, I need to like go center the camera around my character, and there we go, we can now continue. So yeah, back to Anime Boston. Pretty much what I was saying before I got on this huge tangent was that we did an awful job at planning. When I went to Anime Boston, I really wanted to participate in 2 events. One being the formal ball, the other one being the informal ball, because, well, think about it. You're in a place with people of the opposite gender who have extraordinarily similar interests as you, who will probably be more than willing to talk with you and get to know you. Now, comparing this to like a school dance where you're in a group of people who are most likely the complete opposite of you, have no similar interests, and, well, yeah, that you just really can't talk to them easily or approach them. Of course, me as a person would love to participate in this event. Unfortunately, I couldn't participate in either because the formal ball, well, I didn't have the clothing to go to the formal ball, and oh god, why am I down to like, did I crash? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we might have crashed. Oh, no, we're coming back. We're coming back. We are back. My God. Let me go fancify. Well, let's get rid of that. No, let's keep that. Why would I ever think of turning that off? But, fancy weather seems stupid. Client lights. Fancy fog. I don't really know what that does. Render distance. Far view. What do I want to do? Sign distance. Let's bump. I don't understand what that's supposed to do. Get rid of that. Blah, blah, blah. I don't really see anything else that I can really do. But back to what I was talking about before we got that massive lag spike. I missed both the formal and informal ball because, well, I missed the formal ball because it was on Friday when I was at PAX, and the informal ball happened on Saturday at 11, and we weren't staying at a hotel on Saturday night, which really made me sad because I would have loved to stay at a hotel all 2 nights that I was there. Unfortunately, that did not work out, so we had to leave before the formal ball started, and I wasn't able to go, and I was kind of sad. But then PAX happened the next day, and I really couldn't be sad because it was PAX. But pretty much next year, we're going to plan it out much better. Next year, I will also be 18, so I will be able to get a hotel without any problem. And, well, next year, I'll have, more money saved for such an event. And to be honest, going to these 2 conventions has given me something to save for, because up until now, I've been wondering, thinking, I have nothing. Damn you, lag! Come on, water, stop generating like an idiot. But I pretty much can no longer upgrade my computer anymore without completely replacing it. It is as good as it's going to get. The only upgrade that's feasible right now is getting a new motherboard and a new CPU, and that's going to be $1,000. So, well, yeah, $1,000 for a good equivalent, or a better equivalent. So, on top of that, I really can't do much. I mean, I have a 7970, which is tied neck for neck pretty much with the 680, both of which are the 2 best video cards that a consumer can buy. I also have an i7 and 16 gigabytes of RAM and an SSD and 4 terabytes of storage and RAID for my footage that I record. There's not really much more that I can do without just blatantly replacing everything, which I'm going to be doing sometime next year. But back onto what I was saying, I now have something that I'm going to be putting a large chunk of money into, and that's going to be conventions, because I really loved that experience. It was just amazing and fantastic, and yeah. Oh, I'm just going all out with my commentary today. I feel so enthusiastic talking about this because it really did change my life. But going back on what I was saying before, how it changed my way of seeing things, I can no longer see people the same way because of this. And I guess this is almost a bad thing, but, a lot of people say that opposites attract, and the more I think about that, I don't believe in that. I actually find that to be completely false. And I think that one would do better if they had someone which they had similarities that they could talk about with one another. I mean, granted, if there were 2 opposites, they could learn to appreciate what the other person liked, but that would take time, and that could destroy what hasn't started yet. So going there pretty much changed how I view a lot of people, because going to PAX and Anime Boston showed me that there is a very large group of people who have extraordinarily similar interests to me, both male and female. And because of that, when I look at a person now, I just think that I can no longer talk to them the way that I can talk to someone who has my interests. So it's almost depressing, because I can't really... How can I put this into words? I can no longer... Whoa. Oh, damn lag. This is just unbearable. I can no longer just enjoy conversation with someone as I could before. I mean, it's not like I'll be turning antisocial and reclusive because of such a thing, but I just can't do what I would like to do. No, what am I saying? I just can't have a full-blown honest conversation with someone on topics that I truly enjoy. My god, I'm getting really thirsty. I think I'm just gonna like plop down right here for a second, let the world generate around me, so Minecraft stops throwing a hissy fit. Actually, let's just go turn performance mode on. Maybe that'll like prevent Minecraft from being all stupid. Hopefully things don't look ugly now. But yeah, so PAX Anime Boston Day 2, probably the favorites of all of them. I probably enjoyed that much more than I did with PAX, probably because, well, the entire thing went by in a blur after like all was said and done. It was just one fantastic experience after another. And looking back, even though it was a failure in terms of planning, I honestly had a better time at Anime Boston. But yes, regardless, I had a fantastic time at the both of them. And let's talk about day 3 of PAX. So, day 3, I left Saturday night, went home, slept, got like 8 hours of sleep. It felt so fantastic. I got like 3 hours of sleep on Friday night, and I was exhausted Saturday. But went back to PAX, went there by train, and, well, just meandered for a little while. And I didn't do too much in terms of like panel viewing over the 3 days of both Anime Boston and PAX. More of I just like wandered around in the expo hall and then went into the lounge areas and got to know some people. But as that day went on, I was just like asking people for Pokemon battles, eating very little food. All I pretty much ate at PAX was oatmeal cookies. They had really good oatmeal cookies there, and I just got a bunch of them. And yeah, it was delicious. I mean, one could consider it unhealthy. However, I probably lost 10 pounds while I was at PAX, and I'm a thin person, so that's a lot. So yeah, I walked like 45 miles over the period of the 3 weeks, over the period of 3 days. To all those who say that nerds don't get exercise or enough exercise, they obviously haven't been to a convention. But that aside, day 3, there really wasn't too much notable that I can explain that happened in the early part of day 3, and my god, we've come to a complete halt again. Oh, this is just awful. I don't know how long I can keep this up if we keep on doing such a thing. But the later part of the day is where things really got interesting. Nearing the end, I finally met up with Water Exodus, and, well, actually, no. First, I met up with Atma, and when I saw Atma, I was really happy. And then I saw a guy next to him, and I was not looking for this guy. However, my jaw... Oh, I'm at the edge of the world. However, my jaw kind of just dropped. God. Oh, God. Oh, God. It really does not like me being in this thing. It does not like me being in this thing. Let me out. 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 Okay. So this guy, you're probably wondering, who is it? I saw Tim, aka NCS, and I was just like, wait, what? So, I really didn't want to give myself off as like an, oh my god, it's NCS type of person. So, I was kind of like, I tried to keep to myself and whatnot. I really hope that I didn't seem antisocial, because that would just be a terrible way to give myself off to someone who I really respect as a person and who has succeeded significantly better than I have at what I enjoy doing. So I hold an immense amount of respect for him, and, well, yeah, I got to see him. I got a picture of him, actually, a picture with him, and got him to sign my 3DS. Oh, damn it. No. Where am I? You know what? Can I just get onto this? Is this island the edge of the world, or is that way the edge of the world? Oh, God. So, yeah, I got to meet NCS, and then I saw Atma, and it was really weird. At first, he didn't recognize me, and then he was just like, oh, hey, he had to go greet someone off, and he was just like, who are you again? And I'm like, oh, I'm Silent Myst, and then he was just like, oh, Silent Myst, and then we hugged, we were like a bro hug. We gave each other a bro hug. So, I think I'm at like am I at the diagonal of the world? That would be really strange. Can I go this way? No? Can I go this way? Maybe? So yeah, it was great. He's a really nice guy. Like, I thought he was a nice guy. Well, I didn't think that he was a bad guy, but getting to meet Atma was a nice experience. He's seemingly not quiet, kind. He's far from quiet. We were playing Super Smash Bros. And it was pretty great, but So I met Atma, and then as the day progressed, we went off. We stayed together as a group. We played a ton of Super Smash Bros. Well, not a ton. We played a decent amount of Super Smash Bros. And, well, oh god, I'm going the wrong way. No, I want to go the other way. No! Oh, this way. So, after we started playing some Smash Bros, Tim, NCS, I don't know what to call him. Like, I don't know him well enough to justify calling him by his real name, but to just call someone by their, like, channel name gives the feeling that you actually haven't, like, seen them or met them in real life. But he was a really funny guy for the short bit of time that we were together. But then as the day progressed, we all slowly drifted apart. And then I was with Brenton once again. I don't think I ever said this, but I was with Brenton and Bobby throughout periods of PAX. And starting off, after we got separated, I didn't see Exodus yet. My god, I'm really thirsty. But later, we were going to the closing ceremony, and they were playing this weird Canadian game, and they were doing this for like hour, and it got kind of boring, and then Exodus said that he was outside, and I was just like, oh, great, I'll go, no, we were trying to find one another, and then he was outside of the final closing ceremony place, and we got to meet one another, and yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. Glad I got to meet the both of them, being Atma and Exodus. Was a very unique experience. They're both very, they're very, I don't want to say interesting as a bad thing, but I want to say interesting as in, like, it was a very interesting experience to be with them, because they're two people who I've never met before in real life, but they're people that I've talked to before. Like, this is the first time that I've actually met someone that I know on the internet in real life. So it's like you're meeting someone for the first time, but you're really not. You're meeting someone for the first time in person, but you can already talk with them and get along with them because, well, you've seen one another on the internet. So yeah, it was a really, really fun experience in general. As the days progressed, it got better and better. Although, I guess Sunday had its all-time high meeting everyone new. But Friday really was, Saturday was, in my opinion, the best time that I had. Now, if this entire island is... Oh, yes, this entire island is not outside of the world boundary. I think we found my new house. But yeah, so I've been talking for like a good 30 minutes doing nothing but exploration. So now that I'm here, well, I don't know. I guess here's where I say goodbye. I got the entire story out, or bits and, well, not really the entire story. I pretty much just like ranted about meeting similar people. But yeah, all in all, it was a fantastic experience. It's definitely the start of something that I'll be doing in the future. I plan on going to Anime Boston and PAX East next year. I don't know. It's possible, but it's probably going to be difficult to do something like going to PAX Prime. I'm not saying that it's impossible. It's just going to be difficult because financially, I think I could do such a thing. I could pull it off if I saved. However, me being 17, doing such a thing would not be very easy because, well, you know, people are afraid. Adults are afraid the children are going to be all... Pretty much adults are just like, oh, he's a child, he's obviously on drugs and high and nothing but sex and drugs and high and alcohol and sex and alcohol and drugs and drugs and drugs and drugs and fucking drugs. I hate. I don't hate drugs because, granted, there are a lot of them out there that help people, but every adult is just like, oh my god, that's a child, he must be doing drugs, probably. Going to driver's ed, it was just pretty much this guy telling me that don't be drunk and high when you're in the car, and you're probably gonna be drunk and high, but you shouldn't be drunk and high, you drunk and high person. So, yeah, let's not rant about something like that, but... yeah, so that is all, guys. In the next part, I will have probably started cultivating this island. And yeah, so that is all for now, guys. And, well, just, I don't know. Thank you all for watching my videos. I said this in my PAX vlog, although I don't know if that'll be up before or after this, but to be honest, you guys have made everything up until now possible. Without without you guys watching my videos and whatnot, enjoying them, I would have never have been able to get the funds to go to PAX. Well, no. Well, actually, that's probably true. But I would have never gotten the chance to go to PAX. I would have never have known of a bunch of these people who I got to meet today. And pretty much, I wouldn't have such a fantastic base behind me. So I just want to say thank you all. You're pretty much the most, not even pretty much, you guys are probably the most fantastic thing that has happened to my non-existent life. You've given me the ability to open up and talk to a large crowd of people. You got pretty much, as a final thing, to be honest, this entire ordeal with YouTube, that makes it sound bad. This entire experience with YouTube has improved me as a person, in many different ways. I mean, there's just the simple things in which I can work and make money, and then like use that to support things that both I enjoy and that help me develop as a person. And on top of that, I can, well, talk to a bunch of people, get to know a bunch of people, and really it's dramatically helped my speaking abilities, and it's insane. Like, I remember before I started all this YouTube stuff, I was really bad at talking. I would stutter a lot. I would just pause frequently, and granted, I do pause quite a bit and say from time to time in large spurts. It has improved dramatically. Like, I don't do any preparation whatsoever when it comes to like speaking in classes. However, now I can just talk naturally, and I usually, whenever it comes to like an oral presentation, I'll like get an A for the actual oral presentation because, well, I've gotten so much practice with it through YouTube. But yes, that is all for now. So yeah, once again, thank you all for watching, and thank you for everything. And I will see you guys in the next part of the Chronicles. So, see you all later. Goodbye.